B. Simone is a great example of where people want to pass judgments without fully understanding what is going on about someone's life. I think it's so interesting that a lot of people have a lot of negative things to say about B. Simone, as if she's not human and other people haven't made the same mistakes as her. And it's also very clear that a lot of people did not watch her LTTA episode regarding what has happened between her and her friend Shekinah, who you can see they went to the BET Awards together. When you're going through a season of growth, which B. Simone is going through a season of spiritual growth. And so it's really easy for me to identify that she is in the midst of working closely with God, who is spiritually guiding her to her next step and her purpose within life. And I think a lot of people are not understanding that maybe her claim to fame was not the path that God had intended for her. She acquired riches quickly, but she didn't do a lot of work for herself in the beginning. And I don't want to speak for her, but she is learning now to have better discernment and have better boundaries for herself. It's just so unfortunate that when someone's going through a growth process, it's not received well by others. And it's not received well because, well, you're not on her path. You don't know what God is telling her. You don't know why he's putting her in a moment or a period or season of stillness. As a person who's also going through a growth journey themselves, I completely understand what B. Simone is going through. Thankful to God that I'm not on a platform like her where I'm going to be ridiculed and teared apart. But nonetheless, it's a growth journey. B. Simone has a lot of growing to do, and she acknowledges that. The podcast that she was on, it's hers. There's always going to be haters. I encourage B. Simone during her journey. It doesn't have to make sense to me. It shouldn't make sense to you either. But what you should do is learn from other people instead of accusing them of being selfish. Some people are healing, some people are growing, and it might not make sense to you, but they are doing the best for them. So shout out to B. Simone and Shekinah for being transparent, honest. It's a beautiful thing to see, and I'm so glad your friendship has lasted.